The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, absurdians, back to the show, 2025 style. Woo. Doesn't that sound like a year in science fiction?
It kind of does.
Actually, the years have sounded that way to me for like 18 years.
Yes, I thought of that just the other day. I don't know what I was watching, but I thought about that. That being 2025 just always seemed like
I know.
in the future.
We're going to let you know we're going to the third moon of Jupiter tonight for a drink. No,
Right.
we're not. Hey, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back. It's very good to have you along.
Yes.
We hope you had a fantastic holidays.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, Hanukkah,
I don't know.
non-affiliated holidays.
Etc. Etc.
Yeah. As long as you had a good time and you're healthy and safe and happy, we're pleased, aren't we, Mel?
Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah, by the way, that's Mel.
Yes, it is. And that's Rod.
Hi, it is. Hi, Mel. Yeah, so it was, you had a good holiday?
Yes, I
Good.
did. Yeah, it was
nice.
a nice break.
Was it?
A nice break. Yeah.
I actually need a break from my break.
Yeah.
Because I was going out so often, like to see people and whatever over the Christmas holiday, that after a while I'm like, God, can't I just stay home?
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
feel that. Yeah.
I want a bag of chips,
Yeah.
the TV, and my chair, and I'll be...
chips.
By the way, what is your favorite flavor of chips? I think we've covered this, but I can't remember. Don't say barbecue.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I would never.
Oh, you like plain, don't
I
you?
do.
Yeah, no, that's
I
good.
like me some lightly salted plain Lay's chips.
They
Those
are pretty awesome.
my favorite.
Agreed. They are good.
Yes.
I'm a salt and vinegar guy.
Yes.
The harsher, the better.
Yeah.
Like,
Canker sore, the whole works.
well, I don't really go that, but I like when flakes of tissue come off the roof of my mouth. No, not really. But there's a bit of masochism involved.
Yeah, I gotta be in the mood for them, but I do enjoy them.
Yeah, and Lay's are good. Ruffles are good.
I don't like the ripply ones.
You don't?
No,
How come?
they hurt my mouth.
Interesting.
I don't like them.
You are chewing them and not rubbing them across your mouth,
am.
right?
I am.
Because like ridges could do that. I
Yeah,
can see.
yeah.
Yeah.
How was your holiday? Get up to anything fun, exciting?
No, like nothing out of the ordinary. New Year's Eve was a bit of a mess. But
You went out though.
oh, I went out.
A mess, as in
Well, we
induced mess, or
we foolishly we were at room 47 to see the local band Romeo Sex Fighter, who are very good, no question. And one of the people I was with very sillily got bottle service.
Oh.
It was so stupid. And like just egregiously expensive.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
if I was like 25, I might be kind of, this is awesome. I'm like, I don't care. And Grey Goose, whatever for Grey Goose. Like, it's good.
It's okay, but come on.
I don't really notice a big difference. Maybe I just don't have the palate. Maybe I'm not that refined.
Probably. That's what
Probably
it is.
not.
That's what it is.
You're refined sugar. But I was just like, oh, Christ, whatever. So I went from drinking whiskey, beer, then whiskey, because I drink my whiskey straight, and then to vodka. And I'm like, I was fine at the end of the night, but I can't say the same for the others in my party.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there were losses.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But anyway, I did go last Friday. I went out for a good Indian meal.
Did ya?
And I had Indian goat curry.
Ooh.
It was damn good.
Where was that?
What?
Where was that?
Where did I go? I was like, where's the Indian goat curry? Well, it's long gone by now. This one was on Belmont. It's called Raja.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And I hate this. Like, so anytime I go to an Indian place and I order what I want, they're like, what kind of spice do you want? And I'm like, I want it spicy. And they're like, oh, no, too spicy. And I'm like, look, Jasper. But I've always wussed out.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, it's not a challenging thing. And anyway, so they said that to me this time. They're like, oh, it's too spicy. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of hearing this shit. I'll be the judge of what's too spicy around here.
Yeah.
So my friend, she's like, well, don't take it as a challenge. I'm like, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
But the last time we went out with her for Indian food, and they said the same thing, and I caved. I was forever wondering, how spicy is it? Right?
Yeah.
Better to regret something you did than something you didn't do kind of idea.
Right, yep.
So I got it. It wasn't at all.
No?
Like, I had a good spice.
Sure.
But not even... just barely in my league.
Really?
Yeah, man. Because it's not hot.
It's a different kind of spice.
Right. It's not like getting hot or suicide wings or something.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, it was good. It was very good food. Mm-hmm. If you like Indian food, highly recommend.
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
And she got like chicken masala, and both like the goat and her meal, they were each like $20.
Okay.
Yeah, so not bad. Got a couple of veggie samosas beforehand and 2 orders of basmati rice.
Cool.
Yeah, dude. And who doesn't like goat?
Well, I don't think I've ever had goat, so I can't really say.
You ever had lamb?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, then that's not really going to work.
No, it's not.
I love both. I just try to not picture what I'm eating.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
they're cute animals.
They are cute.
You know. But so are you, and so probably somebody someday might eat you. You know? Or some animal might eat you. The best laid plans. So, yeah. Hey, do you remember our contest?
Oh, I sure do. What happened with it?
I'll tell you
who
what
won.
happened with it. I will tell
Somebody
you who
won.
won. Somebody did win. They did all the things. They shared our post. They reviewed us. They sent it to us, like an email, which was awesome. And it was a glowing review.
Glowing.
Yes. So, this contest was won by a Linda Green. That's E on the end of green. Mm-hmm. From Centralia, Illinois.
Woohoo.
Now that the postal strike is over, we can send her the swag.
Yes, we can.
I did already email her and ask her what size she would like.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that on the air because...
Maybe not.
First off, it was a perfectly acceptable size for anyone. Secondly, it's no one else's damn business.
That's right.
So, congratulations, Linda, and thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Thanks very much. Yeah. Story time.
It's story time.
Yeah, so you got a story for us, Mel?
I do.
All right, let's lay it on us.
This is about a guy named Timothy Dexter.
Cool
Not
name.
to be confused with Dexter from,
Dexter. Or any other Timothy.
It's a great show.
Is that?
by the
Yeah.
way. You ever watched it?
Not really. I'm aware of it. Like, I'm not against it. I just haven't.
It's a good show.
Is it?
It is. He was born in Malton, Massachusetts in 1717.
Oh, I remember that year.
Do you now?
Yeah.
It's a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
He had a humble upbringing and ended up dropping out of school at the age of 8 to work as a farmhand and leather worker. At the age of 8.
Hey, dude. Everybody, those are the simpler times everyone talks about.
I tell ya.
Count me
My
out.
son could barely tie his shoes when he was 8.
Right. And here he is out here, okay, go wrestle that pig.
Basically, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'd rather be in school.
Yeah, I think so. Dexter thought he could do better when he grew up, so he married a rich widow, Elizabeth Frothingham. After he won the gold digging challenge, he began his quest to be a true aristocrat.
Sorry, a gold digging challenge?
Yeah, after he won his gold digging challenge.
Oh, I get it.
Because he married a
Did you say aristocrat or aristocat?
aristocrat.
Okay. Because it was a Disney movie called
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Since all the rich guys he knows are in positions of power, he decides he should run for office. The town of Malden wasn't too keen on appointing a second-grade dropout for office, so they decided to make up a position for him.
As opposed to all the university grads in
Yeah.
1717.
Of course.
Jesus.
And made him the official informer of deer.
Deer? Like
of deer.
D-double-E-R?
Yes.
Sorry, what was the title?
Informer of deer.
So what did he like to say? Oh, hey, the deers are plotting against us.
Well, it
Like what?
loosely meant that he would have to keep a log of the local of the local deer population.
Oh. So kind of
However,
like conservation.
There were no deer there.
Oh. Well, that's an easy gig.
Yeah, I know. But the guys were just being dicks.
But did he get paid?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Maybe. At the end of the American Revolution...
Tuesday, 0 deer.
Wednesday, 0 deer.
Thursday, thought I saw a deer.
But it wasn't.
No, it was a
a
cow.
branch.
Yeah, it was a branch. Yeah. It's a cow hiding behind a branch.
That's right.
We're completely sober too, guys. But this is what happens when we don't get together for a couple of weeks.
It's true.
All right, sorry, I apologize.
Okay, no, it's okay. At the end of the American Revolutionary War, he purchased large amounts of depreciated continental currency that was worthless at the time.
Right.
At the war's end, the U.S. government made good on its notes at 1% of face value. Well, Massachusetts paid its own notes at par. His investment enabled him to obtain a considerable profit. With that money, he built 2 ships and began an export business to the West Indies and Europe.
Wow.
So this is all on a grade 2
Way to go,
education.
Dude. Yeah. On some basically useless money.
Yes.
Do you know anybody who built 2 ships? I don't.
No,
Me
I do
neither.
not.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, my dad's built a boat,
That's
but
still pretty cool.
a little
Like a
hunting
dory.
boat. Yeah.
Right.
Because he was largely uneducated, his business sense was considered peculiar. As a joke from the rich idiots, he was advised to send bed warmers to New England. So they were used to heat beds in the cold
Yeah.
for resale. But they wanted him to sell it in the West Indies, a tropical area.
You probably don't need it a lot.
This advice was a deliberate ploy by rivals to bankrupt him. His ship's captain sold them as ladles to the local molasses industry and made a handsome profit. Next, Dexter sent wool mittens to the same place where Asian merchants bought them for export to Siberia. People jokingly told him to ship coal to Newcastle. He did so during a Newcastle miners' strike, and his cargo was sold at a premium.
See, that's an expression. You know that one?
What one?
Coals to Newcastle. Have you ever heard that expression?
I've heard of it, but I didn't know what it actually
Well,
meant.
it kind of means like pointless. Like it'd be like, I don't know, selling ice to the Inuit.
Right.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can figure it out.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it kind of means.
Okay.
That's interesting. I wonder if that's where the expression started.
I don't know.
God, that'd be awesome. Okay, please, sorry, go on.
Okay. So anyway, this was during the Newcastle miners' strike, and his cargo was sold at a premium. Let me rephrase that.
Please.
They jokingly told him to ship coal to Newcastle. He did so during a Newcastle miners' strike, and his cargo was sold at premium. On another occasion, practical jokers told him he could make money by shipping gloves to the South Sea Islands. His ships arrived there just in time to sell the gloves to Portuguese boats on their way to China.
Uh-huh.
He exported Bibles to the East Indies and stray cats to the Caribbean islands. Again, made a profit.
What do they do with the cats?
The cats, well, okay, I'll get to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Eastern missionaries needed the Bibles, and the Caribbean welcomed a solution to rat infestation.
Very good.
He also hoarded whale bones by mistake. He ended up selling them for large sums of money as corset stays.
Oh, yeah, I have heard of that.
Do you?
Yeah.
You got a couple of those, do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't wear them anymore. They're not.
Yeah.
You know, I'm waiting for them to come back in style. You know, obviously I've got one on right now. As he says as he pats his stomach.
Uh-huh. Dexter bought a large house in Newburyport. He decorated this house with minarets, I think that's how you say it.
Yep.
A golden eagle on top of a cupola, a mausoleum for himself, and a garden of 40 wooden statues of famous men, including George Washington, William Pitt, Napoleon, Thomas Jefferson, and himself.
Holy.
The last had the inscription, "I am the first in the East, the first in the West, and the greatest philosopher in the Western world." Dexter also bought an estate in Chester, New Hampshire. There, Dexter recommended people to call him the Earl of Chester. He offered 1 quarter to children who called him Lord Chester, and dinner and drinks for adults who did so.
Quarter would be pretty solid.
It would be.
Then, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd just go there every 5 minutes. Quarter.
Yeah. Hey, Earl. Hey, Earl. Hey, Earl. Earl.
Despite his good fortune, his relationship with his family suffered. He frequently told visitors that his wife had died and that the woman frequenting the building was simply her ghost. Yet she was very much alive and walked down the stairs during a dinner party. In one notable episode, Dexter faked his own death to see how many people would react. And about 3,000 people attended his mock wake.
Oh.
When Dexter did not see his wife cry, he revealed the hoax and hit her with a stick.
Yeah, it's a bit offside, but funny.
Well,
The stick
subject
part.
to ridicule, Dexter's boasting made it clear that he understood the value of cornering the market on goods that others did not see as valuable and the utility of acting the fool.
Wow.
There you go.
He's quite a dude, eh?
I know. I just found that super interesting. Here,
So-
everyone thought he was an idiot. But
well,
yet,
they assumed he was, and
they assumed he was.
and then all their efforts to, like, I don't know, marginalize him or bankrupt him or whatever,
Yeah.
completely went the other direction.
did.
Almost makes me believe in karma.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I looked it up, by the way. 25 cents in, I don't remember what year, but I chose 1800.
Okay.
Was $6.26.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
A
if you
kid
were
that
little,
day?
if you were a little kid, and some dude gave you, here's $6, you'd be like, whoa,
Yep.
sweet.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, if some dude gave me $6, I'd be like, yeah, fuck, right on, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you. What is that all? Wow, that's cool. I've never heard of that guy.
Yeah. Kind of neat.
He's dead now, though, right?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
That's too bad.
Yeah. He sounds pretty cool.
So I'm going to let you decide.
Uh-oh.
I have a story that is of a really bizarre medical condition.
Okay.
And then my other one is several things, which I have dubbed a fistful of absurd.
Okay.
So it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Which would you like to hear first?
Let's do the medical one. We'll
Cool.
end with the list
yeah.
of absurd to
I dig.
close out the show.
I dig what you're saying.
All right.
Picking up what you're putting down.
I'm going to have a sip of beer now.
Oh my gosh. Where'd you get that? All right. Now, I think death is something that, you know, enters all our heads at some point or another.
For sure. Yeah.
Certainly as we get older.
Yep.
Can you imagine if you thought you were dead,
No.
but you weren't?
Okay.
Because if you think you're dead, you're obviously not dead because you're able to think.
Right.
But there is a mental issue, a mental health issue called Cotard syndrome, also known as Cotard's delusion or walking corpse syndrome.
Ooh, I like that name better.
It is a rare mental disorder in which the affected person holds a delusional belief that they are dead, do not exist, are putrefying, or have lost their blood or internal organs.
Jeepers.
Oh. Statistical analysis of 100 patient cohort. So they found 100 people who had this syndrome
Okay.
and, you know, not studied them, but whatever, indicated amongst these people that denial of self-existence is present in 45% of the cases. The other 55% of the patients presented with delusions of immortality. That'd be kind of
Wow.
cool. Oh, yeah? You don't think I can walk over Niagara Falls?
Watch this.
Yeah. In 1880, the neurologist and psychiatrist Jules Cotard described the condition as the delusion of negation, a psychiatric syndrome of varied severity. A mild case is characterized by despair and self-loathing, while a severe case is characterized by intense delusions of negation and chronic psychiatric depression. In the case of Mademoiselle X, describes a woman who denied the existence of parts of her body and of her need to eat. She claimed that she was condemned to eternal damnation and therefore could not die a natural death. In the course of experiencing the delusion of negation, Mademoiselle X died of starvation because she didn't think she had to eat.
Right. Cheapers.
Delusions of negation are the central symptom in Cotard's syndrome. The patient usually denies their own existence, the existence of a certain body part, or the existence of a portion of their body. Cotard's syndrome exists in 3 stages. Germination stage, which is symptoms such as psychotic depression and hypochondria. The blooming stage, where full development of the syndrome and delusions of negation occur, and the chronic stage, where continued severe delusions along with chronic psychiatric depression. It's nothing.
Cheapers.
Nothing about that sounds good.
No.
Cotard's syndrome withdraws the person with the condition from other people due to neglect of their personal hygiene and physical health. Because they're dead.
Yeah.
They don't need to shower.
Yeah, they don't feel like they have to
take care of themselves.
Their nose doesn't work anymore?
But they're dead. That's what happens when you die.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Delusions of negation of self prevent the patient from making sense of external reality, which then produces a distorted view of the external world. Such delusions of negation are usually found in schizophrenia, although a diagnosis of Cotard's syndrome does not require the patient to have had hallucinations. The strong delusions of negation are comparable to those found in schizophrenic patients. The article Recurrent Postictal Depression with Cotard's Delusions, which came out in 2005, describes a case of a 14-year-old epileptic boy who experienced Cotard's syndrome after seizures. His mental health history showed themes of death, chronic sadness, decreased physical activity and leisure time, social withdrawal, and problematic biological functions.
Jeepers.
About twice a year, the boy had episodes that lasted between 3 weeks and 3 months.
Oh my God.
He said, in the course of each episode, he said that everyone and everything was dead, including trees, described himself as a dead body, and warned that the world would be destroyed within hours. Throughout the episode, the boy showed no response to pleasurable stimuli and had no interest in social activities. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen me wear this t-shirt. It's a band called Mayhem, and it has 2 guys, it's like a death metal shirt. Do you remember me?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
One of these guys, and I knew this, actually, I've known this for some time, had this disorder.
Really?
Really. It is speculated that Per Olin, who went by the stage name Dead, lead vocalist for the black metal bands Mayhem and Morbid, had Cotard's syndrome as a result of a violent assault by bullies in his youth that left him clinically dead for a short time. He developed an obsession with death shortly after, hence his stage name and use of corpse paint. Often self-harmed on stage and among friends, and became increasingly depressed and introverted, eventually resulting in his suicide in 1991. I am going to do a story on this band.
Okay.
Because it gets even more twisted.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
okay.
yeah, dude. Yeah. Black metal, black is the underlined.
All right.
Yeah. So, treatment. I know you were just wondering. Hey, Rod, what's the treatment for this?
What do you do for this, Rod?
Well, I wouldn't do anything because I wouldn't know how. But pharmacological treatments, both monotherapeutic and multitherapeutic, using antidepressants, antipsychotics, and mood stabilizers have been successful in treating the disorder. Likewise, with the depressed patient, electroconvulsive therapy, I like the sound of that, is more effective than pharmotherapy. That is
Wow.
Cotard syndrome.
That sounds awful.
It does sounds entirely awful. But it takes me back to my thought that I often have about like human beings. I suppose it applies to animals too, but especially animal or humans with our brains. That more shit doesn't go wrong more often.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Considering the hundreds, thousands of processes going on constantly,
Mm-hmm.
that things don't screw up. And I actually allude to that in my second story. So yeah,
Huh.
don't be scared, everyone.
Don't
if
be
you don't have
scared.
Cotard, but that's another result of head injuries,
Yeah.
right? So like, people don't mess around with that shit. You got one brain, dude.
Yep.
Don't,
Mm-hmm.
you know, some people, I'm not going to get into it. Yeah. Be careful. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Be careful.
Yes.
Wear a helmet.
Man, that sounds awful.
I know. You got something now for us?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We are gonna go to Canada, where we are now.
Oh, so we're actually not going anywhere.
No.
Well, where is it in Canada?
In Niagara Falls.
That's not that far. Couple hours.
No? Well, let's go right now.
All right. There's, you know what?
What?
Side note.
Yes.
Friend of mine, do you know who Edgar Allan Poe is?
No.
You don't know who Edgar Allan?
Yes, I do.
Good, because this
Your
podcast
face was
just
like,
about ended. Yeah, that's it. We're done.
yes.
We'll
go
be back
on.
next week without Mel. So, anyways, friend sent me. It's called the Edgar Allan Poe Speakeasy,
Oh, really?
and they do all kinds of special like Poe themed cocktails and stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Totally cool. I want to
And
go.
this is in Niagara, you said?
See,
Cool.
are you going there for your birthday?
I don't think so.
Good,
Not this year.
because I don't want you to go there before I do.
Oh, shut up.
Like you can go to Niagara Falls, but not the Edgar Allan Poe.
No, I got too many other things to do when
Okay,
I go
cool.
there.
Anyway,
But no, I am not going.
okay, I don't care anymore.
I'm going to a 90s dance party at Maxwell's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous.
You should be.
I'm not. Okay, so
Shut up.
yeah. Wow.
Anyways, Niagara Falls.
Grr.
Shut up.
Okay, sorry. Grr.
We're getting hangry.
I know. I'm gonna start gnawing on my coffee table.
Go for it.
Maybe I
Please
will.
let me get my camera.
That'll suck. Okay.
Okay. Beneath the Canadian Railway, National Railway on the northern outskirts of Niagara Falls, in the very center of a quiet rural strip separating the city from northwesternly St. Catharines, runs a small limestone corridor known as the Screaming Tunnel.
Ooh, I like it.
Built in the early 1900s for, obviously, drainage purposes, this
Did you say
dark...
trainage?
No,
Or drainage?
drainage.
Okay. I don't know. I was picturing a train tunnel for some reason.
No.
But I'm like, that's not a word.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Drainage?
Mm-hmm.
Should be.
Oh, oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
This dark 125-foot long passageway, hidden off on Warner Road, not far from the Queen Elizabeth Highway.
Ah, QEW.
Yes. Thank you. And the Warner Methodist Cemetery beyond. Its entrance is shaded by overhanging vegetation. It is the perfect setting for one of Canada's eeriest?
Yeah, yeah, man.
All right. Urban legends.
It's a good word. Right by Lake Erie, too.
According to local lore, the tunnel owes its name to a tragic event which took place around the turn of the 20th century. One night, a nearby farmhouse caught fire, and a woman or girl stumbled from the inferno, suffering from appalling burns.
Ugh.
Her nightgown ablaze, the girl staggered into the tunnel, wailing as she walked, perhaps hoping to find help on the other side of the railroad. Before she could complete her journey, she collapsed and died in the middle of that rough-hewn underpass. Ever since, disembodied shrieks as of the woman in agony have been heard echoing from the tunnel at nighttime.
Cool.
Legend has it that if you enter the Screaming Tunnel at midnight and light a wooden match, something will blow your match out,
Ooh.
and a blood-chilling scream will reverberate throughout the passageway.
We should go.
I'll stand outside.
You poulet.
I am. No, thank you.
I'd do that for sure. Wait, how big is the tunnel? Like, obviously,
125 feet.
No, but high. Like,
How high?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
yeah, because I don't want to like have to crawl through it.
Oh my God.
would
Heck no. No,
You
I will
reach out-
not be doing that.
Hey, is that a foot?
Ugh. No, thank you.
Okay.
According to the article on the website ghostwalks.com, the cyber home of a ghost tour company, it brings its patrons to the most haunted locales in southern Ontario. There is another less horrific story which explains the tunnel's naming. The article says that there was an anonymous Niagara historian who interviewed a nameless woman who claimed to have lived in the area at the time of the tunnel was named. Years ago, the informant had a neighbor who argued frequently and loudly with her husband. Without fail, after each quarrel, this crotchety housewife would exit her home, walk across the field, and disappear into the screaming tunnel. Couple seconds later, the informant told the historian, "We all heard it, a loud scream." Oh, my iPad just got really bright.
Yeah, so that.
Woo! Sorry. The first time it happened, we were all scared. After a while, it felt normal, expected. She and I swear this. She walked into the middle of the tunnel and screamed at the top of her lungs. The birds never got used to it. We started calling it the Screaming Tunnel.
So what are they saying? That she was a ghost too?
No, they're just saying that
This-
apparently this was like an actual live person that lived close by.
And she argued with her husband.
Yeah, and she would go there screaming all the time.
Oh, like to let it off.
Yeah, which
Oh.
is where they think the term screaming tunnel came from. So there's two theories, right?
I
like the first one.
way more.
Yeah.
Way more. I mean, it's scarier. But that's why I like it better.
But yeah. So there you go. You can decide which one you like more, but I like the one with the
Yeah, although
we should look it up and see if we can find some videos on it. That'd
they
be cool.
built it around the turn of the 20th century.
Yes.
So if this woman, if the second one is indeed true, and she was walking in there like to, let off some steam, good on her, because that kind of stuff didn't really come into vogue till later, didn't it?
No.
Like screaming into the void kind of.
Yeah, screaming into your pillow. And,
Yeah, I mean, scream therapy, it is a thing.
yeah.
Absolutely it is. So kudos to her.
Yeah.
Um,
So whenever you got some free time, we'll go to Niagara
Yeah.
and I'll set up outside. Someone's got to hold the camera.
oh no, both people have to go inside. Because,
No, I don't think
no,
so.
yeah, I think that.
It's
but-
only 125 feet, so I can just stand outside and
because-
hold the camera up.
No, I'll lead. And you follow along.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no.
And I'll have you like on a leash kind of thing so we don't get separated.
Leash.
Well, no, I don't really
Like what
mean.
you put on a toddler? Remember those ones
yeah.
you used to
Those are
buy?
such bad form.
It was like a
But it was
backpack.
kind of funny in a way too.
Honestly, I wanted to buy one for my daughter when we were younger because she would always take off, right?
See, in that case, it makes sense.
It was a safety thing.
Sure it is. But if it's just for a regular kid,
Yeah,
no,
no.
man, that's not.
It seems a little odd.
Yeah, so we'll go to Niagara Falls. We'll go to the Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy. Have some Edgar Allan Poe themed cocktails. Then we'll go out to just outside of town. We'll go there, be there for like 10 to midnight. Right? Get everything set up. And then we'll film it. Yeah. I've got wooden matches. But see, that part's not very convincing because it's a tunnel. So it's going to be drafty. I'm not convinced by my match going out. But if it goes out and then there's some kick-ass scream, like
It'll be me.
You're on your own.
It'll be me
I'm
screaming.
booking.
That's what it'll
Yeah,
be.
like I'll be wearing brown pants. That's what I'm going to wear that night. I don't have any, but I'm going to buy some. Yeah.
The screaming tunnel.
Oh God, what were we gonna do? Yeah, I've got some. It's time for my fistful of absurd.
All right, give it to me.
Part 2, because I did this earlier in our history. So these are just random little bits of things. I actually I find a lot of my stuff on Reddit through various subreddits. And someone had posed the question, what's the creepiest fact you know? Some of them were absolutely stupid.
Right.
Some of them were absolutely baseless. Not all of them are creepy, I would say. But that's where I got these from.
Okay.
You all ready for this?
Give it.
I presume you have a belly button. Is that true, Mel?
Yes, last time I checked. Yeah.
Okay. I love that term, belly button.
Belly button.
That's weird.
Or
Anyway.
tummy button.
I've never heard that.
No.
Is that a Newfoundland thing?
No.
Okay.
It's actually what my mother-in-law has said. She said tummy button. I'm like,
Oh.
what the heck is a tummy button?
No, I like belly button better.
Belly button's
Ooh,
way
that was
better.
good alliteration. Belly button better.
Belly button better?
Yeah. Is your belly button better? After my surgery for my stuff, like my innards,
Yep.
my belly button was a disaster afterwards. That's where they had to cut up. Bastards. But it's regenerated.
Yeah.
Like a phoenix from the ashes. Okay, here we go. I might cut that out.
No, man.
Okay. Okay. So, in 2012, scientists discovered over 1,400 new species of bacteria living in the belly button.
Ew.
Everyone's belly button ecology is unique. In that same study, one volunteer's belly button harbored bacteria strands that had only ever been found in soil from Japan, where this man has never been.
What?
Telling you, dude.
He's into some freaky stuff.
Like what? Bacteria? All right. Number 2. Female mummies. This is kind of grim.
Okay.
Actually, it's very grim. Female mummies in ancient Egypt were always more decomposed than their male counterparts.
Okay.
They discovered that this was because male bodies were entombed a lot sooner than female bodies.
Oh, dear.
Really? Female bodies were kept at the family home until they started to decompose in order to avoid necrophilia at the embalmers.
Yeah, that's where my mind went.
Yeah, it's so gross.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
People are messed up.
Well, yeah, don't. For another time. The Chinese Emperor Liu Chang, who reigned from 958 to 971, would make men and women play a game in which they'd have sex with each other in front of him.
Wow.
At the end, he would judge who won. If the man won, they were both rewarded. If the woman won, the man was castrated. It's a lot of pressure,
How do you
dude.
win?
I don't know, but I'd want to know
I want to
beforehand.
see the rules of this.
Yeah, I want them spelled out. Like, you know, can I get a do-over?
Wow. That's a risk worth reward type thing.
It ain't. Yeah, it ain't. Like,
It's hardly worth it.
and okay, so here's the interesting thing. If it's a woman who really hated the dude,
Yeah.
she has to give him one hell of a lay
Yeah.
in order to get her revenge.
Yeah.
So that's
Huh.
interesting.
That one, I wanted to look up that one. That one intrigues me.
It's
I don't know why.
interesting. I'm like-
Because I'm like, what are the rules to this game? How do you win?
If you can find the rules for that game, I will reward
did you say this was?
handsomely.
19 what? Or 9?
No, 958 to
958.
971.
All right.
Yeah. Good thing for you, you speak Chinese. You can fit 63 Earth-sized planets in Uranus. Not yours, like the planet Uranus, or Uranus if you prefer.
You just wanted to say that.
I did, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so this one's cool. This is, to me, what I was saying before about how the body doesn't screw up more often.
Okay.
All right? Our bodies are constantly making billions of new cells. And each time one is made, it makes a copy of our DNA and then translates it into RNA. During each of those billions of new cells, it's actually only the tiniest minuscule fraction that end up not being copied correctly or mutated. Of these mutated cells, some of them cause no harm. Some benefit the body, and some cause the cell to behave in a harmful way. It is that tiny fraction of a percent that could potentially result in some cancerous cells multiplying and turning into a tumor. So really, we should be in amazement that our bodies don't make more cancerous cells. Our body's ability to screen and fix its mistakes is really incredible. So, some people will be like, yeah, there is a cure for cancer. They're just not telling us. I don't believe that for a second. And I loathe corporatism and hypercapitalism. But it's not to say cancer. It doesn't mean it's one disease. It's not a bacteria or a virus.
Right.
We're talking some deep shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it attacks everything differently too.
But how it begins, it's a screw up in the replication of your cells.
Yeah.
And then usually, for all of us, our body figures it out, gets rid of it, it's gone.
Right.
But when it doesn't, and then it multiplies, that's what happens.
Right.
But it is amazing that our bodies do that.
Yes, it does.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, here's to lighten it up a little bit. I'm not sure which one to do first. The one I find more interesting, but that some people are going to be like, no, don't tell us. Or the lighthearted one.
Go lighthearted.
Okay. When you fart, your anus forms the same shape as your lips when you say poop.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I know what you're going to do when you go home. Yeah. Mark, just have a look. No, just kidding. Yeah, okay. So on to the final thing. Hey, Mel, do you like spiders?
No.
Really?
No.
But do you hate them?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't really know. It does seem to be women more than men have an issue with spiders.
Yeah. I
don't know. Wonder why that is.
don't know.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Still wiping the tears away.
I don't really want spiders on me or whatever.
No, that's what I mean. I don't want them to come near me or.
Like if I know if there's one in my kitchen, though, I'm not pulling out all my shit out of my cupboards to look for it.
And it probably is because they're everywhere.
Oh, you just wait. Oh, you hit her, honey.
Okay.
Here we go.
Great, go ahead.
Spider facts. Spider facts. Spider facts. Okay, here we go. There are estimated to be as many as 21 quadrillion spiders on Earth. That is roughly 3 million spiders for every human being. There are roughly 130 spiders per square meter on Earth. Total weight of the spiders, the total weight of all spiders on Earth is estimated to be around 25 million tons. You are never more than 2 meters away from a spider.
Yeah.
I like this one though.
Okay.
I think this will make you feel better about spiders.
No, it probably won't, but go ahead.
Food consumption.
Okay.
Spiders consume nearly 800 million tons of food each year.
Wow.
That amount, that weight of 800 million tons is twice the weight of all the humans on Earth.
Wow.
See what I did there? Mm-hmm. You better be nice to spiders, young lady.
No, not. That just makes me want to kill them more.
Oh, dude, they just said there's not one more than less than 2 meters away from you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, several probably heard you.
Ugh.
Yeah, well, I gotta find a new podcast co-host. They're gonna take you. They're gonna take you out.
Oh well, all right.
Yeah. So that's my
Wow.
My a fistful
That's
of
some
absurd.
Big fists. Yeah.
Which one? Wow. Which one was your favorite?
Whoa.
I'm gonna guess either the Chinese dude or the fart.
Well, that one was just funny. But the Chinese dude, that one was interesting.
That sucks for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for stories for today.
That's it.
we'll be here next week.
We'll be here next week.
We'll be here next week.
Yes, we will.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to our lovely people, listeners?
Sure.
I mean, I came up with a name for them. Did you see that?
Absurdians?
Yeah.
I love it.
Me too, right?
I love it.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the Absurdians?
Yes, I do.
Please.
Well, as per usual, we're going to remind you, go check us out on social media. Go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, theabsurdpodcast.ca. And you can find our links to Spotify and all the other fun little places you can listen to us.
Yeah.
We're on pretty much all the platforms.
All the ones that matter.
Yeah. And if we're not, let us know.
Yeah, do let us know, actually.
We'll figure that out and get us on there. But we should be on all the big ones.
You know, I was just going to say, if you're listening to us on a platform that we're not on, let us know.
Yeah.
But of course, that's not possible.
That's not possible.
Yeah, it was really stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone, thank you again for coming by. We again hope you had a wonderful holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you're doing well. And again, congratulations to Linda Green, for winning the stuff, the swag,
Swag.
And yeah, we'll be back here again next week. So yeah, take care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
Bye. Wait. Bye, bye, bye. That was terrible. That's coming out.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.